Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 217. I am just getting on my journey for the day. Early morning, before 7 a.m., and the sun is not up yet. Very dark outside, and just getting moving here. Finally getting on the road. The last couple days have just been terrible, like an animal stuck in a cage, basically. But I'm ready to get out and make some money today. First order of business today, as soon as I get past this light here, is to get to a gas station. I've got about 50 miles range right now, so I think I know of a gas station about 45 miles away that I want to get to, stretch things out as far as I can, and then we should have enough fuel to get to our furthest casino from there. So that's where we are right now. Today, looking to hit at least 3 blackjack sessions. And that's the most important thing on my schedule. And just chip away, make some money, add to our bankroll, add to our winnings, and just keep moving in the right direction. Last night I did update my charts. I'm about 14,000 behind for the year for where I am in the year right now. So it's definitely going to be an uphill battle to get to the end of the year and be where I want to be. So last year I missed it by whatever, 3,000 or 4,000, I think. And I've got the same goal as last year. Let's see if we can beat last year's numbers. Really, that's all that's on my mind right now. I'm going to get out there and, see how today starts. And I'll be back to update you after my first stop. Alright guys, I am back. So I'm going to need some help here. I got a problem. I use a program called Video Recorder for this podcast. And if you remember about a week ago when I had the problem with gaming and the police and all that, I used that software to record it. And then later on, I accidentally deleted it. And the trash can only holds 20 files, which, is about 2 days worth of recordings for me. And the file is gone. So I am trying some file recovery options. And so far, I have not been able to get that file back. It's about a 20-minute file, and it's an MP3. I've tried about 7 or 8 different software programs to try to recover it, and I haven't been able to. So if any of you have any information about something that I could use to possibly recover this, I'm already in the process of talking to a lawyer about this, and then I go to work on the file, and I had deleted it. So if you guys have any information, I have an Android. There might be something that we can do where we can hook it up to a PC and scan it that way. I'm not really sure. But I just discovered this problem, and I've been working on it for about 45 minutes on my drive, and just had no luck at all. So, if you have something, let me know. Right now, I'm about 20 minutes away from my first stop, and I'll come back and update you. Alright, guys. Just leaving this place, I went in there and looked around, and there was absolutely nothing. Not one slot that was close to hitting. Nothing, not even a borderline nothing. So obviously someone just left here. I did see some proof of that as well, where they had marked some machines. And so I had a few dollars in free play. I played those through and got a little lucky and ended up ahead $33, but that's pretty much it. So $33 in the first stop here. And we're going to continue on to the next casino. This one's going to give us a wide range of options, both slots, blackjack, anything you want to do, it's there. After that, we're going to go to another casino where there may be some new things that we can look at, some new machines and stuff like that. So it actually just reminded me I need to contact a friend of mine and see where some information I asked him for is. And, I'll come back and let you know after my next stop. All right, guys, I am back. Just leaving the second casino. I was in here for about 3 hours.
First thing, looked at some slots. I found a single play, took 2 spins. I was ahead $25 right away on that. And then went to the high limit blackjack area. Nothing was available. Went to the low limit blackjack area. Nothing was available. Walked around some more, looked at slots again. Couldn't find anything else. Back to the high limit, back to the low limit. Finally found a table to play. And I spread from $50 to $500. Bought in for $500 originally, and that was good for a long time, probably 45 minutes. Eventually lost that, bought in for another $5, lost that one in a hurry. And the big thing today was I was losing most of my double downs and splits. I even got a picture of one split that was kind of a crazy one. Let me bring it up. It wasn't crazy because it lost. I think I actually made money on it, but it was just a unusual one. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, here it is. So I had, must have been a negative. I know for sure it was a negative count. So I had the minimum bet out there. I had 2 6s against a 2. I split that. And first one, I got a 5, doubled that down and got a 21. Second one, I got another 6 for a third 6, and split that and got another 6 for a fourth 6. So now I've got 4 hands. First one, I had a 21 with a double down. Second one, I had a 6 and a 4, doubled down, got a 10, which is nice. Third one, I got a 6 and a 4, doubled down and got a 3. And the last one, I got a 10, so I have a 16. So I've got 100 for a 21, 100 for a 20, 100 for a 13, and 100 for a 16. Dealer has a 2, flips over a 5 and a 10. So, that could have been a nice one, but it wasn't meant to be. I was actually pretty nervous about that one anyway, because it was a negative count and the dealer had a 2. I thought it could have been much worse than that, the splits and doubles. Or the doubles could have gone a lot worse than that. All in all, I ended up buying in for a total of $3,000, of which the last $2,000 I asked for $100 chips with a high count. Played that, got into the next shoe, got some change, a couple $100 in green, and played with those for a while till the count got higher. Then I started raising my bets again. And just overall, not great. It took an hour for me to get my second blackjack on that table. Being low limit, I'm not used to a lot of people going in and out, coming and going. And of course, that's what's going to happen when you have a lower limit table. This was the only stay 17 table in the low limit, so I needed to play it. Some of them were 25. Some were 35. This one was a $50 table. And then with this casino specifically, they'll let you split up the bet between the side bets and your normal blackjack bet to equal 50, but not the progressive side bet. So you could bet 25, 20, and 5, but since you're betting the 5 on the progressive, it doesn't count. It's only $45. So one lady came and she's betting 25, 40, 45, and the dealer's not stopping her. I'm like, it's a $50 table. And we lost every hand while she was there. She gets up, I get 2 blackjacks in a row, and then another string of losers, and it was just a mess. Finally, I got another decent count and raised my bets, and ended up leaving ahead $175. But that was after about 90 minutes of play, plus 175. And went back excuse me, to the slots, played some other stuff. I was only involved for $5 in the slots because I knew the one bet was going to be 2 spins only. And I was after the blackjack, I went back to the slots and I was ahead about 140. And I ended up ordering some chicken strips to go. And for $13, you get 3 chicken strips. It's like, why not just give someone 6, charge them $18 or something? At least have it be a reasonable amount. And while I was waiting for that food, I found another play, and it paid pretty nicely too, on less than $1 a spin. And I ended up leaving ahead $175, like I said, on the blackjack, and another $271 on the slots. So slow day, but hey, we're ahead. So far, so good. A little bit of pain, but not too bad. And we're moving on to another casino. There's a couple things I'm checking for here, and we'll see how it goes. I'll come back and report to you, but hopefully we just keep moving in the right direction. If I can make $400 every 3 hours, I'm good with that. Let's do that for a while. I'd be pretty happy with that. So letting you go, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So, man, I'm still heartbroken about losing that file. Hopefully I can get that back. But anyway, I went into this next casino, and first thing I saw was opportunity in blackjack. I sit down, I play it, and things don't go as well as planned, but I end up making $250. I get up and walk away when the opportunity's gone, and then I go play some slots. I actually only found two machines to play, and ended up playing those through, and actually did pretty well on those. Low denomination. One was $3 a spin. The other one was actually $3 and $6, so they weren't low, but they hit pretty quickly. I ended that session ahead $358, and then I went back to blackjack again and played that for a while again, and ended up with another small win of $150. So chipping away at it and making a little money here and there. And I need to make a decision at this point. Am I heading home, or am I going to stay overnight? What am I going to do? So I'm thinking this through here. This is the time to make the decision. I'm still not positive. I may just go to another casino real quick while I'm thinking about this. It's not too far away. Back at the first casino I played blackjack, I remember this dealer kept telling me that it's my fault that I'm losing. I'm saying, why? And she said, well, you're playing third base. I said, so what? The only one at the table. She goes, if you play the place next to it, try it. You'll see you'll win. And she got 2 blackjacks in a row when I switched over. Of course, no cards would be any different. I'm just changing the spot that I'm putting my bet on. And I thought that was hilarious, because she says that all the time, this dealer. Oh, you have to switch the spot. Like, what's the point? So, what is this here? It looks like there's an alert from the betting markets for president. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's not much of a move. Harris moved up a couple points, but she's still getting destroyed right now. In fact, Trump is getting close on the popular vote as well. So no opportunities to make money when so little movement. What you need is a lot of news to kind of move the needle. But anyway, so yeah, whatever I just said, plus I believe it was whatever I said, 358 on slots and a total of 400 on blackjack. I talked to a friend of mine who's a pit boss for a few minutes. Then I go to the cashier to cash out my chips, and this lady in line in front of me, she looks like a nice younger black girl. She looked familiar to me. I didn't remember for sure where I knew her. And she's like, hey, and she had a mask on. She pulled the mask on, and she said, you remember me? I said, yeah. And then I remembered she's a dealer at the one casino that the one security guard is giving me a hard time. And she said, I haven't been seeing you. And I said, so-and-so has been giving me a hard time. She goes, oh, so this guy? I'm like, yeah. She goes, yeah, he's the worst. And she's like, you've been there since this casino opened. Now, I have not. That was like 25 plus years ago that the casino opened, but she's recognized me for years because I've been going there for years. Never had a problem, never yelled at anyone or anything like that. And she's like, yeah, you just come in and you play and you leave. All you want to do is enjoy yourself. So I don't know what their problem is. I'm like, me either. So, yeah, that's not going to go anywhere for now. In fact, that security guard is off work right now. I could, but it's not worth it. The game is not that great anyway. I get better games elsewhere. It's just better just to let it die down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to another casino right now.
as soon as I get through this traffic and get on the road, and I'll be back to update you.
Alright guys, I am back. Well, I tried. I really did. Tried again. Another casino. Similar results. It's just the way it's been for a long time now. Just getting back to my car right now. Played blackjack for about 45 minutes and just was not going anywhere. Plus a unit, minus a unit, plus 2 units, minus 2 units. Just going nowhere, and I ended up leaving at the end of a shoe plus $50. 50 big ones. And far cry from months ago how things were, but plus $50. And I did play one slot machine. That one took about a minute and ended up ahead $63 on that. So plus 50 on the blackjack, plus 63 on the slots. It's rush hour, busy area, and it's going to take me a few minutes just to get out of the parking lot here because it's so crowded right now. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to head toward home. There are other places to stop on the way home, and we're going to see what we can do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I could do at this point. I could stay later. Let me see, maybe call my wife, stay a little bit later. I'll get back to you. Alright guys, I am back. So yeah, so I started having problems with my phone a minute ago. It wasn't charging, and it's got a special it's like a magnet charger, and that wasn't working. So I took the case off, did it without it, that wasn't working. I rebooted it, it wasn't working, and then finally I got it working, so everything's okay. But I started heading toward home because I wasn't really sure. I was down to 65% on my phone, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to charge it. Also talked to home, and they don't really need me there right now, but then I realized my laptop was there and I have scans to do tonight, so I kind of did that one to myself. So right now I'm heading out of the area here, heading toward another city on the way home, and actually I'm going to stop and see if I can stop by this place, if it's open or not, beef jerky place. So I'm going to try to do that. That's about 50 miles from here, so we'll get down the street a little bit and stop there. Hopefully they're open, and we'll have something to munch on the way home, and then we'll see what happens at the next casino. So for now, everything's on hold. We're gonna go toward home, but we still have at least 1, maybe 2 stops to make, and I'll let you know how it goes. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. So I went into the next casino and started looking around. I found a couple small plays and played those through. Went around the whole place, and it was busy because they were giving some stuff away, free food or something, I don't know. I took a couple laps. I saw some friends. You guys remember I've mentioned the deaf couple in the past. It turns out I think they're brother and sister, actually. So I saw them, talked to them for a minute, and then I talked to a guy. I said, were you at so-and-so place this morning? And he's like, yeah, that was me. I'm like, yeah, you left me nothing. He goes, I know. He said, he told me about, what he did, and, he was there about 4 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff. So that was funny to talk to him. And then I went and ordered some food, and I actually ordered some spicy tuna rolls, 3 spicy tuna rolls. They're small, so 3 is a decent size. So I got 3 of those. And then they said, come back in 10 minutes and pick them up. I said, sure, no problem. And I go cash out my voucher. I made a profit of $84, and cashed it out. I'm all happy. And then I go over there, and the order is sitting there. So I pick it up, and I look in, and there's, rolls in there and stuff, and it looks right. I walk away, take it out the front door, go to my car, go to eat it, and it wasn't my food. So I had to go all the way back. I'm like, man, these guys are going to be mad at me, but they were cool. I put that one back, and I sat at the bar and waited for my food. I got my food, got in the car, and took off. And I know I didn't mention anything about the weather today. It's gorgeous today. Partly cloudy skies,
light breeze, 66 degrees. How could you not love that? So beautiful day today, and like I said, plus 84 there, and I'm gonna start heading toward home. So let me start on my path here, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, still driving here, and let's go through our segments here. What did you eat today, MW? So today I got some chicken strips, which I thought would be like 5 or 6 chicken strips. Ended up being 3 for $13. Luckily, it was casino money, not my money, and they were pretty good. And the barbecue sauce is pretty good, but I wouldn't give them the highest rating. I'd give them maybe like an 8 or an 8.5 on a scale of 2 through ace. And then what did I have? I had the sushi that I just told you about. 3 spicy tuna rolls, and they were pretty good. They looked like they were made by an amateur. They weren't the best looking, but the taste was pretty good. I'd probably give them about a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. So overall, not terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm missing a meeting. Alright guys, I am back. So yeah, a little embarrassed here. I have a big meeting that I'm missing right now, and I'm going to be about 45 minutes late to it. And just as I was saying, oh man, I just forgot about this meeting. I looked over and there was a police car in the median, and he pulled out behind me. Luckily, I was doing 85 and a 65, and I was far enough ahead of him that I took the next exit and stopped, and then turned around and came the other way as he was still coming up the ramp, and I did not get pulled over. So right now I am heading to this meeting, and I'm going to be embarrassingly late, unfortunately, and I feel terrible about it, but now I actually do still have to speed to get there 45 minutes late. Anyway, with all that, what did you tip today, MW? And today I tipped $0. Nothing on blackjack, nothing on slots. Didn't win any W2s, so didn't have to worry about any of that. I had a few winning blackjack sessions. I tipped nothing. I let them know up front, hey, I'm down whatever light amount I said, 500, 700. I'm just trying to get even. And I left down 2,000 for the day. And nobody cared. They're on my side, and they felt bad for me, and they're like, well, better luck next time. We'll see you next time. And I look like a big loser to them, and they don't expect me to pay them money. So that's what's going on with that. So now I am, how far away here? I am 48 miles away from my meeting. Should take 43 minutes to get there, and I'm already 5 minutes late. So I'll be 48 minutes late by the time I get there. I'm going to try to pick up a little bit of time here. Right now it doesn't look like there's any police presence anywhere, so I could probably take a little risk here and still show up late, but not ridiculously late. It's going to be a long night anyway, long meeting, so I can actually watch it online and then join when I get there. So that's what's going on right now. Let's just call it a day. We'll catch up tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you tomorrow.